All right, what is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So like I said, we are going to Springfest next weekend, and with that I need to get the car essentially cleaned up because it's pretty bad. So we're gonna start talking about some of these cleaning chemicals that I use to do that, and we're gonna go through the process. But I have some good announcements for the channel, so let's get this camera out of this cleaning rack real quick and let's talk. All right, first of all, already got the STI pulled out, so that way we're not spraying water absolutely everywhere in here. And look at the mess. Look at the mess that one shot just took. Now there's stuff everywhere. But anyways, I wanted to talk about a few announcements before we jump into today's good stuff. So, ethanol parts for the STI, more have been ordered. I have ordered the Cobb Flex fuel sensor now, so that was a big ticket item that we needed to get out of the way, as well as their fuel pressure sensor. So the only things I really have left to order for the STI to start running ethanol is going to be the fuel lines. I need a different fuel pressure regulator and the TGV deletes. That's all we need to be able to put the ethanol on the car. But we're not gonna put the ethanol on the car until I get the exhaust stuff too. So we are gonna be doing the header, up pipe, external wastegate, and turbo also. And we're really gonna push this block, this factory block, to see how much horsepower we can actually pull out of it. So I'm super stoked on that. Secondly, we hit 9,000 subs, ooh. And then as another announcement, our buddies over at the Mod Garage behind me, they're helping the channel out yet again, and they're hooking it up with another giveaway for everyone. So we are going to be celebrating a 10,000 subscriber giveaway with a set of OLM taillights for whoever wins. Once we hit 10,000 subs, I'm gonna end up throwing an Instagram post up on my Instagram. You're gonna have to be subscribed to the channel, you're gonna have to like this video, and then you're also gonna have to go like that post. So when we hit 10,000 subs, go look for that Instagram post, go ahead, smash like on that, and just comment in that, and I'll have all of the details of how to fully get entered into that giveaway on the Instagram post. But those OLM taillights are going to be for WRX's, STIs, or you can't really see the BRZ, or BRZ's, FRS's, GT86s. So it'll be an awesome giveaway. Thank you very much, Mod Garage, for always supporting the channel. We really appreciate you guys. They also just got a warehouse recently, so I think a trip might be in order to go say hi to them and meet the man who steals all of my money for the cars. But with that, let's get into cleaning the STI. So I'm gonna kind of time lapse and just do some cinematic B-roll of the actual washing process. And then once we get to the detailing process, we're gonna pull it in the garage, and that's when we'll start talking about some of the detailing aspects. Now, please keep in mind, you guys, I am not a professional detailer by any means. I'm not a professional detailer. This is all me hanging out in the garage with some stuff that I bought at like Amazon, O'Reilly's, AutoZone, Chemical Guys. So just keep that in mind when you're watching this, and if I do not do everything absolutely perfect, just don't chastise me. So let's get into it. So I just got the STI cleaned off, as you guys saw. So this was just the initial wash to be able to get all of that loose dirt off. The wheels are actually white again, which is nice. The paint is actually blue again, so it is the correct color. So I need to clean off the BRZ. I'm gonna do that off camera though. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull the STI into the garage, let it air dry for about 10 to 15 minutes while I clean off the BRZ. And then we're gonna go over the STI with a chamois, get all the water off, clean it off again with some quick detailer to just make sure I didn't miss any spots, so that way we're not pushing any dirt into the paint. Then we're gonna go ahead, we're going to grab the buffer dude that I have over here. We're gonna use this guy, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna correct the paint, we're gonna wax it, seal it, you know, all the good stuff. All the good fun stuff, using all the good stuff down there. So let's get to it. right, so I wanted to kind of show you guys some of the chemicals that I use when I was cleaning the car because I know some of you have asked in the past. So the thing that I actually use that connected to this hose attachment, which is a Chemical Guys product, pretty much everything here is going to be Chemical Guys and griots. But I use Chemical Guys like foam cannon, quick attachment thing. I have an actual foam cannon, but I'm just too lazy to set it up and hook up the pressure washer right now. So great alternative if you're feeling lazy. Inside of that though, we use the Honeydew Auto Foam Wash because it smells wonderful. And then inside of those buckets, I just had some Mr. Pink and some citrus wash. These are pretty much all of the washes that I use for just washing the car. Now after the car is kind of washed, I do run through and spray down the wheels with some of this Diablo wheel gel cleaner stuff. Works awesome to break off the dirt. I just bought the concentrate so I can just make it in the spray bottle, run around and spray the wheels. Really save some time to help clean the wheels. So now that the car is washed and pulled into the garage, I need to A, dry it off before we do anything next. B, go down over the surface with some speed shine to get any dirt that I may have missed. And then we're gonna go in and we're gonna start correcting the paint and waxing and protecting it and whatnot. So to spray it down after, just to clean off anything I may have missed, I'm gonna use this Chemical Guys. It's like shine while you dry type stuff. It's pretty much just a speed wash. But when that doesn't get the job done, I usually just use this Griots speed shine. So both work. And then for chemicals, we're going to be using Chemical Guys Jet Seal and the Butternut Wet Wax. Say that 5 times. Butternut Wet Wax. Butternut Wet. Try saying it 5 times. It's a little difficult. So we're going to be using both of these to clean the car to get that paint looking good again. And then we're also going to be using a nice Griots polishing buffer wheel thingy. I don't know the technical term for this. We're gonna be using this. And then I also grabbed 2 new pads for it. So one of them is a fast finishing pad, which I'm gonna be using on the Jet Seal. And then one of them is a waxing pad, which we're gonna be using on that butternut wet squash wax stuff. This stuff. We're gonna use it on this stuff. So these are the main chemicals and stuff we're gonna be using. I also use Chemical Guys microfiber cloths. That's also one of these that I use on the bench to just kind of protect things while I'm up here. But with that, I'm gonna get the car dried off. I use a chamois to dry off the car, so I'm gonna get it dried off, and then we're gonna go through, we're gonna clean it off with some of the speed shine, and then start polishing. It is raining. Jesus Christ, I just cleaned the car, pulled it in the garage, and it's raining, so. With that, we're gonna get going on this. I'm gonna get the car dried off. We will time lapse through that and then start doing the fun stuff of actually using this. All right, car's dried off. Now I'm gonna run through. I am going to spray it down with some of that speed shine, get a couple spots that I saw that I missed because I knew I was going to do that because somehow I always do that. And then we're gonna start really cleaning it. I would clay bar the car, but I clay barred it a couple months ago, so I'm not too worried about it. The paint still feels pretty smooth. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna clean it off one more time, just with some speed shine, and then let's start using the buffer, the fun tools. So overall, the paint already looks really good, but up here on the front end of the car, it takes a beating. It always takes a beating. Like, I don't know if you guys can, there's no way I'm gonna be able to show that on camera. There's no way. There's water spots all over up here. I have no idea how to get that to show up on camera, but there's water spots all over the front of the hood. Up on the roof, there's a little bit. And aside from that, there's some like scratches right up here, which everything is blown out right now because I don't have my ND filter on. We're gonna fix all this. We're gonna fix it all. We're gonna make it look better than it does because everyone thinks my paint is perfect for some reason, and this paint is, I'm gonna be honest, it's awful. It just shows up really well on camera. And we're gonna start out with, I think we start out with the Jet Seal. Sealant and paint protection, deep wet shine. Hold up, let me read these real quick. Okay, like I said, I'm not a professional detailer here. I thought I was gonna use both of these. I'm only going to use this Jet Seal, I think, because I guess this works as a nanopolymer or something that repels water because it's hydrophobic. So we're just gonna do the Jet Seal onto the car. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead, we don't need the waxing pad. We're going to use the fast finishing pad and the Jet Seal right there. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get the pad thrown on here, and then we're gonna do a little bit of drizzle of this onto that pad and then start just applying it. We're gonna start with this side of the car, and then we're just gonna work our way around. And then after I do the back side of the car, I'm gonna back the car in more so that way none of the rain from outside is gonna get on the front of the car. So look, so I'm gonna do this door first, and then we're gonna compare it to how it looks against this door. So it says apply a thin layer on there, buff it in, let it sit for a minute, use a microfiber. I've got stacks of microfiber, so we're gonna use a microfiber, pull it all off, and then that should be it. So it says don't wash the car for 12 hours afterwards. We just washed the car, so I don't know why we would wash it again. But let's just go for it. Let's see what happens. All right, we got our pad guy, we got the jet seal. We're gonna go ahead, put some jet seal on the pad. Bring this guy over and just get it ready to go. This shouldn't be too bad. This shouldn't be bad at all. So I'm gonna avoid the vinyl. So the paint is definitely like super blue, but just looking door to door, I can't really tell a huge difference, but it feels so much softer than this side does. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna tackle this in a series. So I'm gonna time lapse me going around the car, buffing it, because we still got some, oh geez, sorry for the blowout. So we still have some other things to do aside from the paint, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this going. I will recap, because I do want to see if these water spots up here on the hood come out, but that might be paint correction and not just paint protection. I kind of like how that sounds. So I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna get this side of the car completely done, the roof, and then the back half. Once I get the back half done, I'm gonna back the car up more so I can bring the front end of the car into the garage, so that way we can tackle that also. Yeah, so it's probably been about an hour of me going at this, and I've gotten this half of the car done, like both sides. So from the front fenders back. So I need to back the car up, but overall, like, it is so shiny. Look at those highlights. And the paint feels so smooth. It's fantastic. I love it. If you guys don't have one of those buffers over there, highly recommend grabbing one. Like I said, I'll link all of these chemicals and products that I'm using down below if you guys want to snag them. But even the wing, oh, those highlights. It looks so good. So I need to close the gap here and get the car like right to the cardboard so I can do the front end. So with that, we're gonna get the car backed up a little bit more, but overall, oh, it looks so good. Oh! Overall, the paint looks wonderful. There's no more water spots or like that etched water spot like circles on the hood anywhere. Those highlights all over the car look absolutely perfect. And it's so blue. Everything is just so blue and I guess blutiful? Is that a thing? Blutiful? Overall, really happy with the outcome here. Especially with these like watermarks that used to be there that are no longer there. Like, oh man, looks brand new. Looks brand new all over the car. So overall, this took me about, including washing the car, 2 hours or so to do, 2.5 hours, but totally worth it. So like I said, you guys, if you are going to SpringFest, come try to find me. I'll be the one holding the camera way up here, super high up. Pretty big camera, hard to miss, and I'll probably either be wearing something similar to this or a Smedia hoodie. So come say hi if you do see me. Come check out the car if you wanna see it. I will be fixing the air suspension setup on the car before we go out to SpringFest, which I'm really dreading to do. But anyways, if you guys do want to get in on that giveaway, remember we're doing the OLM taillights with the Mod Garage for WRXs, STIs, BRZs, FRSs, GT86s. So if you have any of those platforms and you want a chance to win a free set of taillights, I think retail is around $500 for these taillights, and you get to pick which set you want. So I mean, that's an added bonus right there. Get to pick your own set. Ooh. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed today's leisurely cleaning of the STI, go ahead, smash that like button if not already. And remember, I am not a professional detailer, so I probably did do some of this wrong, but the results on the car I'm pretty happy with, so I'm not overly concerned about it. But with that, if you guys are not already subscribed to the channel and you want to be, let's do this corner up. Fuck, dude, I can't even point to it. Let's do my left, your right corner tonight, today, this morning, wherever you are, whenever this video goes live. And with that, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, homies. Woo!